Saints cross country season has been going very well. The Saints are the two-time defending state champs. They only lost two seniors last year, and they received a lot of young talent, so that's very good for them. They year by a perfect score, 15-50. The captains Sully Beck and Hank Valentine have been doing very well for the Saints, coming in first and second for most of the races. The Saints placed eighth at the Bull Green Classic. They were the first private school team to finish. The most recent meet, the Milestat Invitational, they finished 13th out of 45, and they were the second private team to finish behind Fairfax Christian. And they've been really on the ball. They've had great practices, and they have the Prep League meet tomorrow, and we're really looking forward to it.
Awesome. We will be back after a short break for soccer with Liam Nolan. All right, we're back with the playoff preview. Liam Nolan here covering varsity soccer. Liam, what have we seen from this soccer team this season?
Saints have had a season of ups and downs. They've, won the majority of their games, but they've also had a couple questionable ties and a couple losses as well. The backbone of this defense is Weed O'Hagan, and seldom do the Saints let up a goal when O'Hagan's back there. They let up very few shots, and O'Hagan does a great job of directing the defense. Additionally, Gerard Broussard is leading that attack every time, and I think the determined factor is going to be O'Hagan and Broussard's performance in the playoffs. They really, Broussard doing it on the attacking side and O'Hagan on the defensive side. It's going to be up to them to direct them. They play the winner of John Paul the Great and Potomac in the quarterfinals on Monday, and it'll be an interesting test because I could see them a first round exit or I could see them winning it all. It really depends on the performance on that day.
So how is the playoff matchup looking? Who's the top two, do you think?
I'm not really sure. I think St. Chris is probably one of the better teams in the state in terms of the prep league, and it'll be interesting. I mean, they've played some good teams and had some different results, but they also haven't had their entire team healthy all the time. When they've suffered those losses, we were without O'Hagan and Broussard when they lost one before. So again, it's really dependent on those two.
All right, should be an exciting postseason for that. We'll be right back with varsity football up next. All right, welcome back. Last but not least, Saints varsity football, William McDermott. William, what have we seen that's been different about the Saints football team from recent years this year?
Yeah, so Saints varsity football is this season been nothing short of extraordinary. I mean, 9-1 or 8-1, excuse me, coming off a public school victory over Lee Davis High School last Friday, and won 35-14. It was a great game under the lights. They had a rough start and lost the Trinity first game of the year. It was a rough game, got a couple questionable calls, still up in the air. But the game they played really poorly. Both quarterbacks, Griffin O'Farrell, Gil Williamson, have been playing incredibly well. Gil Williamson, top 10 in the metro area in passing yards, and he's splitting time. And Gil Williamson's also stepped up the past couple of weeks with Griffin O'Farrell's injury. It's also got a lot of younger guys. Trent Hendrick doing a great job running the ball and on defense this year. Was nominated as a Time Dispatch Player of the Week this past weekend after his strong performance, 2 touchdowns in the win over Lee Davis High School. Hayden Forrest also getting it done on both sides of the ball. See him all over the field. Punt return, defense at linebacker, sort of plays a flex spot, and running back.
All right, so we got collegiate this weekend for the final game of the regular season. What's going to be the difference maker in that game?
Yeah, so the Saints lost last year, 35-21 at collegiate. It was a rough game for the seniors. And to be honest, I think a lot of it had to do with motivation. A lot of them weren't really motivated to play that game, and same storyline with the following week in the playoffs against Benedictine. And this week, I've been hearing a lot more. Guys have been motivated, and I think senior day, 27 seniors, they definitely want to get it done.
Awesome. So should be an exciting postseason for the Saints football team. So our next stream will be this Saturday, collegiate at home. We've got cross country tomorrow, and Monday, first game of the playoffs for the Saints soccer team. So thanks for watching.
Yeah. I also wanted to add about varsity football this year. A lot of leadership. They've got 27 seniors, which are going to be honored on Saturday. Be sure to tune in for that. It's a big deal for their parents and them. Giving a lot of support to the St. Chris football community. And they're looking for the first seed in the playoffs, as they're already guaranteed a home game in the semifinals, but it depends on who they'll play and whether they'll get home field advantage through the semis and the finals.
For sure. All right. Thank you, William, and thanks for tuning in.